how we built a legendary gym team, and you can too. Okay. Building a good team, a real good team, like a world-class team. Fuck, how many people say their team is world-class? I have nothing to compare it to. Anyway, how you can go ahead and build a world-class team. It's pretty simple. Firstly, you as the gym owner, you need to build your own personal brand, your local notoriety, what your gym is doing and the impact that your gym is having. You need to build that in a way, in a narrative that shifts people's beliefs into like who you are, the impact you're having with your members, and why people might want to work for you. You need to come across much more as a inspirational, aspirational leader. You need to come across as someone who, as a junior coach, I want to work for that company, that employer brand. I want to work for that guy or that gal. I want to learn from them. And this advice is one of the single most important pieces of advice I can give you, which will not give you a return right now. Real talk, this will pay dividend way down the line for you. Right now, this advice kind of means nothing. But for those of you who are mature enough to understand what I'm saying and you adopt this mindset, it will transform who you attract in your business over the next 2, 3, 5, and 10 years. And that's really important. So number one, your personal brand. Number two, the vision of the company. Now, this is really hard. For a local brick and mortar facility, it's super hard to share the vision that is equally like motivating for the team that you're trying to hire for and grow and develop, but also not too overwhelming. So you can't be a gym in Harpenden like us and say, we want to be the best gym in the UK, but no one even knows you in Harpenden. Literally no one. So you can't do that. You need to first set some markers of success and start to graduate and earn those titles. So for us, we can be really proud to go, we want to be the best gym in the UK. We want to be one of the best coaching teams in the world because we've earned our right to be at this stage. But it didn't start like that. It first started in the best gym in Harpenden, then the best gym in our county, then the best gym in Southern England, whatever it is. It's all about earning those kind of stripes, so to speak. Now, the reason why you need to do that is it's super overwhelming to a young team who has no idea of how good or not good they are, what they're worth, what you're worth, all these kind of things, to go, hey, I want to be one of the best gyms in the UK. Young coaches can be like, that's a bit scary. Still don't even know how to coach a squat yet. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you got to really nail that. Once that vision's done and it's clear to you right now, it's an edge outside of your comfort zone and it gives you a little bit of purpose. We then move into the values, and the values are going to dictate how you show up each and every day. These are your operating principles. These are the laws you're going to live by each and every day on that coaching floor, off the coaching floor, how you show up on social media, etc. And these values, they aren't words like integrity and honesty. Because fuck me, if you have no integrity and you're dishonest, who are you as a human being? Terrible human. So let's scratch those off if that's your core values right now. Let's adopt doing words. Let's adopt action words. Let's adopt short phrases that really set the tone. So like for us, effort is the only choice. Imagine that as a value for how I want your team, my team, to show up each and every day on the coaching floor, off the coaching floor, in their own education, in their own training, in their own relationships, etc. Okay? The values are going to be really important because you can use these values in a one-to-one setting. So at the monthly one-to-one with your staff, one of the first questions is like, hey, Genzo, how are you performing against the values? Let's talk about value number one. Then what happens is you place this value on a pedestal and it becomes the filter in which we have a conversation. So it's not like, hey, how are you doing? It's like, how are you doing against the values? And then you go, well, against that value, this is how I'm performing, this is where I can do better. And I look at it and I can go, yeah, I can see that. Cool. So this becomes a piece that sits between us. So it's not a me to you and a you to me. It's you against that thing, which is company wide. It feels way more powerful. And then the next things in order to really drive this team forwards is all about just setting standards, which include like team meetings, how we show up in those team meetings, and how we consistently push those standards. The standards in terms of service delivery, customer service, what happens on the floor, off the floor, and everything in between. And if there's this constant value of effort, showing up, learning, progressing, always iterating, that's how the team becomes super, super aligned and super powerful. And if you can pay them well, pay them really well so that they don't feel the need to like really worry about life after gym life with you or anything else, like really, really pay them well. You can massively transform your business, what it feels like to lead a team, and the lives of your employees, which has to be one of your biggest priorities. You go from you to your 40 clients by yourself, 50 clients, whatever it is, to then growing the team. And now you want more impact, and you want to impact the lives of your members. You do that best by absolutely impacting your 3 to 5 coaches that work for you, change their lives so that they can change lives of your members. There is a gap between you and the members now, but the impact is far greater than you could ever do. So if hiring 5 people and investing a lot of your time and effort into those 5 people means that now you can look after 300 people, that's why you're doing it. All right. So you've got to think about your staff members, how you can invest your time, effort, money into their development, and everything else changes. And that's how you build a fucking legendary team.